Have you ever told yourself just 5 more minutes? Suddenly an hour is gone? You weren't planning to waste time. You knew you had things to do, yet somehow your thumb kept scrolling. Again and again. Why? Why do smart people repeat habits they know are bad for them? Why do we keep procrastinating, overeating, scrolling, and delaying the things that actually matter? Most people blame laziness. Some blame a lack of discipline. But what if the real reason is hidden deep inside your brain? Because the truth is surprisingly simple. Your brain loves bad habits, and it was designed that way. Millions of years ago, survival was difficult. Food was scarce. Predators were everywhere. Every bit of energy mattered. Thinking through every decision would have been exhausting, so evolution found a solution. Automation. Whenever humans repeated an action enough times, the brain stored it and turned it into a habit. The habit system was a superpower. It helped our ancestors find food faster, avoid danger quicker, and survive with less effort. The less thinking required, the more energy was saved. Back then, this system kept humans alive. Today, it may be holding you back, because your brain has one goal: efficiency, not happiness, not success, not productivity, efficiency. And that's where the problem begins. Your brain doesn't care whether a habit is good or bad. It only cares whether it's familiar. Think about walking through a forest. The first time, you have to push through branches and bushes. The path is difficult, but if you walk the same route every day, a trail begins to form. Eventually, the trail becomes the easiest route available. Your brain works exactly the same way. Every thought, every action, every repeated behavior creates a pathway, and every repetition makes that pathway stronger. What starts as a tiny trail eventually becomes a highway. That's why bad habits feel effortless, and good habits feel uncomfortable. Your brain is simply taking the easiest road it has available. But habits aren't powered only by repetition. They're powered by something even stronger: dopamine. Most people think dopamine is the chemical of pleasure. That's not entirely true. Dopamine is the chemical of anticipation. It's what makes you want something before you get it. And modern technology has become incredibly good at exploiting it. A notification, a message, a sugary snack, a new video, a social media like. Each one promises a reward, and every promise triggers dopamine, not because you've received the reward, but because your brain expects it. That expectation creates an urge, and the urge pulls you toward the behavior. Before long, your brain begins predicting rewards automatically. You don't decide to check your phone. You just feel like checking it. You don't plan to procrastinate. You simply feel resistance toward the task. The habit takes over before conscious thought even gets involved. And that's why logic often loses. You know scrolling won't make your life better. You know procrastination creates stress. You know unhealthy habits have consequences, yet you do them anyway, because habits operate in a deeper system than willpower alone. But here's the most important part. Your brain is not fixed. It's constantly changing. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Every repetition rewires the brain. Every action strengthens a pathway. Even the smallest actions matter. The first workout feels difficult. The first page feels hard to read. The first day without a bad habit feels uncomfortable, because you're building a new path through the forest. And new paths always require effort. At first. But with enough repetition, the dirt road becomes a trail. The trail becomes a road, and eventually, the road becomes the new default. The same brain that learned bad habits can learn better ones. You don't need perfect motivation. You don't need superhuman discipline. You need repetition, small actions, repeated consistently, day after day. Because every time you repeat a behavior, you're casting a vote for the person you're becoming. Your future isn't built by one giant decision. It's built by thousands of tiny actions repeated over time. And whether those actions help you or hurt you, your brain is always learning from them. So the next time you catch yourself repeating a bad habit, don't ask, "What's wrong with me?" Ask, "What have I trained my brain to expect?" Because your brain isn't your enemy. It's a machine built to learn patterns. The question is, what patterns are you teaching it today? Because the habits you repeat this week may quietly become the life you live for years. What's one bad habit your brain keeps pulling you back to?